This is a lesson 10, second project, designing a wired board. Last class we have built the chassis, so I believe you have completed till the chassis. The chassis and the motor and the wheels you have completed. So this class what we will be doing is, so we will be making this a remote. So first step I will be giving you the form sheet. So that form sheet you can cut as per your own design. So you can cut similar like this, and you can cut like a oval shape, or you can cut like a rectangle, or as your wish. Some people cut like Batman, different shapes which you like your remote is. Yeah, so that should be, so you have to remember that it should have a good grip, and you have to have a 4 buttons, right? So exactly we will be going to mimic this 2 buttons, right? It is to go front, go back, and this is also going to go front, go back, and this is the right side wheel, this is a left side wheels. So in our car, in our this bot, we have, let's consider this is the right side, this is the left side. Okay, maybe we can consider this is the right side, this is the left side. Okay, so if we press the right side button, so these two wheels go front if we press the right side top button. So if we press the right side bottom button, so this side both the wheels go backwards. That is, it will, the vehicle will go reverse. Similar this side. So what will happen if you press both the buttons? So let's say example, you have like 4 buttons. So I'll go here. You have the 4 buttons. If you press this button and this button, what will happen? Both the side wheels goes forward. So the complete bot goes forward. If you press this button and this button, what will happen? So both the wheels rotate backwards. So the complete car goes backwards. So what will happen if you only press this button? So what will happen? Only the right side wheel rotates front. So that means the car will turn towards left. So same. So if you just press this one, so the car will go from right. So only it will just the left side will try to go to front. So it will go to a right side turn. So if you press this one, what will happen? So the left side will try to take a reverse. So if you press this one, so right side will try to take a reverse. Okay, so this control you should able to have, and like based on that you have to make a remote. So this is one sample shape. So you can just shape like this, and you can keep your button here and button here, because mainly you have to hold the remote and you should be able to press the buttons properly, because the remote shape, it is crucial when you are having a robot race, right? So when you are driving the bot through the obstacles, so this buttons should be easily pressable. So it should not be like all the buttons should not be in the middle. So it is like always, so measure from your thumb like where it is. Okay, so then you can just keep it. Okay, let's go back. So here you will be given a form sheet. So you'll be given a two set of form sheet, I mean two form sheets. So one you can just build as a top part, and one you can build as a bottom part. So let's say this is a, it is not a 3D remote like this, it is just a 2D remote. So it will have a top side is a form sheet, you can just cut everything. So similar like that, you will have a bottom side. So bottom side we can just keep in the behind, and we can use a glue to hold it. Okay, so now I'll give the form sheet. So you have to make a design and draw it with pencil or pen, and once you go home, just cut it. Okay, so right now I don't want you to cut it, don't waste time. So right now just make a design, because if you need some time to change the design or something, you can do it future, but kind of confirm the design right away. Okay, because you have to make the holes for the buttons. Okay, so once you make the shape, then you have to cut 2 identical pieces. So the one is for top, one is for bottom. Then you have to install the push buttons and rocker switches. So so right now we don't have the rocker switch here, so only the push buttons. Okay, so we have to insert the push buttons according to the design. So wherever you think the buttons should come, you have to make a hole like that and open the switch. In the switch there is a, in the push button there is one nut will be there. So you have to loosen the nut and take it out and insert the button, then put the nut from the back side, so that the push button holds in the foam sheet. Okay, yeah. Then connect one terminal of all the switches of the positive wire of the battery. Okay, so here you should see like how this works. Okay, so here you see all the switches. Okay, so all the switches, mm, yeah, so all the switches you see, switches has a two terminals, right? So one terminal, it is always connected to positive. Okay, so you see all the switches, one terminal is connected to positive. Okay, so everywhere it is like that. And you see all the switches, one terminal it is connected to negative. So negative is this black wire, but it is connected through resistance. So from uh, black color wire, that is a negative wire, one resistance, then this one resistance, this one resistance, this one resistance, this one. And you see at the end of resistor, that is on the second terminal, the another wire is taken, so that is the button wire. Okay, so how this is arranged? So let's take an example of one setup. Okay, so you see, so this is a button switch, push button. So push button, what happened? So in a rocker switch, it is like whatever switches we are using in a home, like for fans and lights. So when we turn it on, what will happen? We don't need to do anything. So when we turn it on, it will just give the current. When we turn it off, it will isolate the circuit, so it will not provide the current. Correct? So here the push button, how it works? So the push button will provide the current only when it is keep on pressed, right? When it is pressed, so this will make the continuity from this positive to here, so the current will flow. So if you are not pressing, what will happen? So no current will flow, no positive will come here, so nothing will happen. Okay, so here understand, the positive comes here and positive leaves in the color wire, so that button is pressed, so that motor will work, right? So this is clear. So this red wire input is clear, this blue or purple wire output is clear. Then what is the purpose of this resistor? This resistor, why it is connected to ground? So this is because this is to avoid debouncing. So there is a concept called debouncing. This is in only in push buttons, because push button is, it is like based on a spring. So when we press it, the spring will make contact to both the input terminal to the output terminal. But here, one thing about this push button is, even if we don't push, sometimes the spring touch even for microseconds. Even if it is touch for microsecond, the current will pass from here to here. What will happen? The vehicle will move. But consider, you don't want the vehicle to move, but because of some problems in the switch, because in all the switches it happens. So that is the reason what we have. We always make with the resistor and we will ground it. So if you ground it, nothing will happen. Only if you just give the 5 volt, it will give the 5 volt. So if it is like touch little, like for microseconds or millisecond, it will pass through this ground. Okay, so that is the reason the ground is connected. This is called pull down circuit. So like whatever it is like kind of mispress or a debouncing, so this will go through the ground. Only when it is pressed like more than 100 milliseconds, this will take from the positive side. Okay, so that is the purpose of this resistor. So here the value of the resistor, it can be 10k, 3.3k. It should be like in terms of k, so that it can sustain the 5 volt or 9 volt. Okay, so hope this circuit is clear. So what you have to do, I'll give you like 4 buttons, so you can keep all the 4 buttons, all the 4 places. Okay, so once you finish all the buttons, then I will give you wires. Okay, so I will give you one red wire. So in the one red wire, what you have to do, you have to, maybe I'll give you the complete 6 wires. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, the complete 6 wires I will give. So one wire you have to consider as red, positive. So the positive should go to everywhere. 1 2 3 4, this is positive wire. And the negative wire, so from the negative wire you have to connect to 4 resistance. In the middle point you have to connect to 4 resistance, and 4 resistance go to 4, like all the other terminals of the switch. From the like same terminal we have to connect like one wire, all 4 wire. So out of the remote you have to have a 6 wires. Okay, 4 is for switches, 1 is for positive, 1 is for negative. Okay, so this is the task, this is the plan for this class. Okay, so once you complete it, then next class we will integrate this car, this remote with the bot. Okay, yes, first just go through the diagram, first understand, then start doing it. Okay, yeah, So maybe I'll walk you through the steps. It is connect one terminal of the switches to the positive of the battery. So connect one terminal of the switches to the positive of the battery. Then connect the other terminal to the each switch pull down resistor. This is a pull down resistor which I was talking about. And connect to the other end of the resistor to the battery's negative terminal. So this is the battery's negative terminal. So where we are connecting resistor. Connect the motor's wires to the switch terminal where the resistor is connected. So as of now, ignore this one because this is for the next class. So we will be connecting together. Okay, so this as of now ignore. And second one, extend all the 6 wires from the remote control to the bot. So this also you can ignore. Step 5 you should be able to complete it. Okay, and secure the wires properly on the bot using glue. So you can use a glue gun and you can just properly make all the connections. Okay, so before gluing you have to ensure the continuity. Okay, so how you are ensuring, because you can solder, sometimes it might not like properly solder, right? So you have to ensure the continuity is there. So what you have to do, so every switch you have to verify. So take the multimeter, put into continuity mode, okay, and touch one terminal to the positive wire, whichever wire you are considering as a positive, you can touch that, and the second wire it should go to this orange. So that is, we are considering this switch. So one wire is this terminal, one wire is other terminal. Press the switch. So the continuity between this orange wire and this red wire, it should be there. So the multimeter will sound. So thereby we understood that. So there is a connection is there. So this connection is properly established. Likewise, you will check red and blue and red and purple, red and pink. So when the switch is pressed, there is a continuity. When the switch is not pressed, there is no continuity. Okay, so that is what you need to check. Okay, so then that's all about it. So this is for the next class, connect the remote to the bot. Okay, so I believe we have already made this wires. So you have to just make like this, then only you have to connect, otherwise the directions will go wrong. So that we'll see in the next class. Okay, just go through the complete thing. So this is one sample which is provided. You can just keep the motor driver in the middle. So for this class, don't touch anything on the bot, just only work on the remote. Okay, yeah. Thank you. If there is any question, let me know.